He's the guy who just loves cheese. It's snack time.
I got the call from my agent that I got a role. Landed a tiny, small, but in my heart, coveted role in John Waters' new opus, Cecil B. Demented. And when I found I'd landed a speaking role in it, and as the evil jock Ted, I was more than a little excited. And I showed up at the drive-in, Benji's Drive-In in Baltimore, Maryland, where Sean films all his movies. As we filmed, they said, you're Ted the evil jock, you're going to be driving the car. And I was in such a good mood. And I looked over, and there was John Waters 10 feet away, looking cooler than night, wearing all black, little pencil thin kind of Hitler mustache, drinking a cup of Joe, little cup of coffee, standing in front of a drive-in screen that had shown so many beautiful films and so many bad films over so many years. I was so moved. I said, I was just beside myself, really. So anyway, I turned around, and there's this bitch, and she was like, what's your name? And I said, Terry Crummett. All right, Terry, you're going to be playing the evil jock, so you're driving the car. I was beside myself, people. My dream was collapsing around me. This mean, evil stunt driver woman, she goes, I'm going to let you drive this car. But if anything happens to this car, your ass is mine, boy. You understand me? Yes? Do you have a functional Maryland driver's license, boy? Yes, ma'am. Take it out. I opened my wallet and I held it up. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to remove your wallet from the plastic sheathing. I said something I shouldn't have said. I said, I've been arrested nicer than this. What? That's my little self-park reference. What? What did you say to me? What? Sir, would you repeat yourself? I said, I've been arrested nicer than this. I don't know if you've ever been in movies before. And I said, I have. And she darted me a look like, you evil thing. She said, but we take our stuff very seriously. I said, and I noticed a lot of people, including John Waters, were looking at the scene that was being caused around me in the stunt car. So I said a joke that didn't go over too well. I said, you look like Clint Eastwood just then. Oh, I don't think I was on her Christmas card list at this point. Anyway, I got in the car and I was afraid to touch anything. She gave me the keys to the window and she said, you better be careful with that car. Well, things picked up when, after the car scene, they said, go stand over there and you can eat from the snack table. Yes, free food! And this snack boy loves a snack. It was going on 3 in the morning on my first night of a John Waters movie, and I started to pick up a cheese curl when I heard, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to drop your cheese curl. I am not joking. That was the words that were said, not could you put your food down, but they pointed out that I had a cheese curl. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to drop that cheese curl, sir. I said, why? This big guy with an afro and a walkie-talkie and huge mutton chop sideburns. He looks like he ate Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction. He was walking my way and I was holding my cheese curl. I didn't want to put it down, really. I said, why? He goes, sir, where'd you come from? You come from the street? I am Ted, the evil jock. Right. Sir, I'm going to ask you to drop that cheese curl and be a little more honest with me. You come from the street? And he called her over back up. Sandy, needs some help here. Well, it wasn't really Sandy. It's just that name has always been named for the evil ladies worked on set. So the woman comes over and she's like, who are you? I'm the evil jock. Then why aren't you in the car if you're really the evil jock? Did you walk up here on the set from off the street? No! And I showed them my Screen Actors Guild card, and they're like, fine, calm down. And they looked at each other, and they're like, he's so hyper. I was like, holding my cheese curl. And then I went back toward the car. You hear what I said? You tap the gas, boy. You tap it. Because if you run into anything, your ass is mine. And then I was finally trying to say my line, and John Waters was coming into the car, and he said, what's wrong there, evil jock? I said, Mr. Waters, it's been a long night. It's been quite a long night, but I'm so happy to be here. And he said, well, you're lucky, because look up at that drive-in screen. I looked up, and he goes, kill it! And this movie, Forced Entry, started playing. It was a movie within a movie starring Melanie Griffith that he had filmed for the making of Cecil B. Demented. I said, I've always wanted to be here, Mr. Waters. I've always wanted to be right here. He said, well, here you are. Here you are. He said, but if you do your scene badly, I'm going to make you watch the other version I filmed, Rear Entry. And I said, isn't it the same difference? And he turned around and he looked at me and he said, oh no, they're quite different movies.
Cut.